Miss Stamp's Clay Fish, Surface Decorations, 3D Relief. Your standard is to experiment with various materials, tools, techniques, and processes to achieve a variety of results in 2D or 3D artwork. The target: I can produce a work of art that utilizes surface decorations using clay. I can use materials, tools, and processes to achieve intended results in 3D work. Your vocabulary is 3D relief. Step 1, cut out your fish. I'm putting my stencil down. I'm using my cutting tool to trace and push down along the edges of the fish into the clay. I've sped up this video for time. I'm pulling the extra clay away, and then I'm going to use that extra clay for my surface decorations later. Taking off the paper, and here is my outline of my fish. Step 2, add surface decorations. Use a clay ball, coils, and carving tools. To make the eye, I'm going to grab a piece of clay and roll it in my hand. Okay, but I'm gonna have to scratch, which is called scoring, and add a little finger dot of water to the clay, both pieces of clay, so that it will stick. The water kind of acts like a glue. Now I'm gonna make some coils so that I can make scales. I'm kind of building a bunch of them, and then I'm gonna put them on top of the fish to kind of decide where I want to put them. And then I'm going to score and slip after that. Scoring is the scratching and slip is the water. So I'm making about, I think, 5 or 6 of these. You can make more. So I'm just rolling this in my hand. You can roll it also on a table, whichever is easier for you. They're like making little snakes. Step 3, slip and score your clay. Just a little water, not too much. So I'm going to pull all of these off, and I'm going to score the clay, all of it in that area that I want to put the coils down on. I can go back through later and smooth out anything that is showing that I don't want. So I'm scoring. Now I'm scoring the other pieces of clay. These are the pieces I want to stick together. You have to score both pieces of clay every single time, or it will not work. And use that little dot of water. Step 3, you will scratch both pieces of clay, scratch to attach. Just a little bit of water, finger dot. Little dot of water, pushing down gently, enough so it'll stick. Do you see how much scratching I am doing for all of this? That is how much you are going to have to do as well if you want your pieces to stick together. So I'm scoring, which is also scratching, same thing. Scoring is a fancy word for scratching. So I'm going to score this piece as well. And the things that I made for my, those pieces are called coils, which you can use for your clay fish as well. You can make them as short as you need or as long as you need. Little dot of water. Okay. Now I'm going to make some decorations for my fish's tail. So the whole process of this is the scoring and the slip, which is the most important part about attaching clay together. Doing it again, do it a bunch of times to get what I want for my decoration. You're going to have to show 2 different techniques. A ball for the eye is one technique, a coil is another technique, and then I'm also going to use a carving technique, which would be 3 techniques for my fish. Actually 4, because I forgot. I'm doing one more thing I'm going to show you guys. So a little dot of water, and remember I have sped up this video for time, so I do not expect you to work this fast. Now I'm going to use the other side of that clay tool to kind of carve and draw into my fish. This is the carving technique I was talking to you guys about. This is another surface decoration technique that you all may use. So I have shown you 3 surface technique, or 3 so far in this video. Did a little circle for the eye. More surface decorations on the clay. A paintbrush can be used to smooth areas out. So I'm using a fork now to create texture for my surface decoration. So I've shown you coils, I've shown you a circle, I've shown you carving, and I've shown you a fork that can be used. And it's all finished, just about. So you can use up to 3 or 4 if you can think of another one that I haven't put on this video, but you must have at least 2 methods or techniques for your surface decorations. Here's my paintbrush. This is me smoothing out. This is considered a surface decoration tool as well because you're making something smooth instead of bumpy. I just used a tiny little bit of water to do this. And that's it.